10 fascinating psychology facts that will blow your mind. Have you ever considered how the nuances of the human psyche shape behaviors in ways even experts find astonishing? Today, we're diving deep into 10 captivating psychology facts that not only challenge our understanding, but also provide profound insights into advanced psychological concepts. The placebo effect's neurobiological underpinnings. First on our list is the placebo effect, a phenomenon that transcends mere expectation. While commonly understood as patients improving due to belief in treatment, the effect has measurable neurobiological mechanisms. Studies using functional MRI have shown that placebo treatments can activate the brain's endogenous opioid systems, particularly within the anterior cingulate cortex and insula. In a groundbreaking 2016 study, participants receiving placebo analgesia exhibited a 28% increase in mu opioid receptor activity, leading to genuine pain relief. This isn't just psychological, it's a physiological response driven by the brain's chemistry. Moreover, dopamine pathways in the ventral striatum are also influenced, affecting reward processing. The bystander effect in virtual environments. Let's explore the bystander effect, traditionally observed in physical settings, but now extending into the digital realm. With the rise of online platforms, researchers have noticed that the diffusion of responsibility also occurs in virtual environments. A 2018 study involving over 1,000 participants in online gaming communities found that individuals were 35% less likely to help others when in larger groups. Neuroscientific investigations reveal that this effect correlates with reduced activation in the right temporal parietal junction, RTPJ, an area linked to empathy and moral reasoning. Interestingly, when participants were made aware of this tendency, RTPJ activity increased and helping behaviors rose by 22%. This suggests that mindfulness and education can mitigate the bystander effect even in anonymous online settings. Cognitive dissonance and decision-making algorithms. The concept of cognitive dissonance extends its impact into the realm of artificial intelligence and machine learning. As algorithms increasingly emulate human decision-making, incorporating psychological principles becomes essential. Cognitive dissonance occurs in AI when conflicting objectives or data interpretations arise. For example, in reinforcement learning models, dissonance can manifest when an agent's learned policy conflicts with new information, requiring a paradigm shift. Human studies show that the anterior cingulate cortex, ACC, detects conflicts and signals the need for cognitive adjustment. By integrating similar conflict monitoring systems into AI, we can create more adaptable algorithms. Such systems could account for ethical considerations, reducing biases in AI decisions. Classical conditioning and neuroplasticity. Turning to classical conditioning, we recognize it's more than Pavlov's dogs. It's a gateway to understanding synaptic plasticity. Recent research highlights how conditioned stimuli can induce long-lasting changes in synaptic strength, a foundational element of learning and memory. In 2020, a study using in vivo two-photon microscopy demonstrated that associative learning leads to structural remodeling of dendritic spines in the motor cortex. These physical changes illustrate how experiences can rewire neural circuits. Furthermore, Hebbian theory, neurons that fire together wire together, is exemplified in classical conditioning, providing a cellular basis for this learning form. This has implications for rehabilitation therapies, where conditioning can help retrain the brain after injury. The halo effect and cross-cultural variations. The halo effect influences not only individual perceptions, but also varies significantly across cultures. In collectivist societies, the halo effect may be amplified due to a greater emphasis on harmony and group cohesion. A 2019 cross-cultural study found that in countries like Japan and China, positive impressions led to a 50% stronger halo effect compared to individualistic cultures like the USA. Neurologically, this is associated with differential activation patterns in the medial prefrontal cortex, MPFC, and temporoparietal junction, TPJ. Cultural factors modulate these areas' responses during social evaluations. Memory reconstruction and neurogenesis. Exploring memory as reconstruction, we delve into how neurogenesis in the hippocampus affects memory fidelity. The hippocampus is one of the few brain regions where adult neurogenesis occurs. While new neuron formation enhances learning flexibility, it paradoxically can decrease the accuracy of existing memories due to network reorganization. A 2020 study demonstrated that increasing neurogenesis in adult mice led to 40% more false recollections in memory tasks. The unconscious mind and predictive processing. The unconscious mind operates through mechanisms of predictive processing, constantly generating models of the world to guide behavior. Predictive coding theories posit that the brain is a hypothesis-testing organ, minimizing prediction errors between expected and actual inputs. This process predominantly occurs unconsciously. For instance, the visual cortex anticipates sensory information, and discrepancies can lead to illusions or misperceptions. Electrophysiological studies show that predictive signals are transmitted via feedback connections, while error signals use feed-forward pathways. Understanding these mechanisms provides insight into disorders like schizophrenia, where prediction error processing is disrupted. Social conformity and neuroeconomics. Investigating social conformity, we find significant applications in neuroeconomics and market behavior. Conformity affects financial decisions, with individuals often mimicking market trends despite contrary private information. Neuroimaging studies reveal that agreeing with group opinion activates the nucleus accumbens, associated with reward processing. In a 2017 experiment, investors showed increased activation in this region when making conforming choices, while non-conformity activated the amygdala, linked to fear and emotional processing. Emotional intelligence and neurofeedback training. Emotional intelligence, EI, is now being enhanced through neurofeedback techniques. By providing real-time feedback on brain activity, individuals can learn to modulate neural patterns associated with EI components. For example, increasing coherence in the gamma band frequencies between the prefrontal cortex and amygdala can improve emotion regulation. A 2021 study showed that participants undergoing neurofeedback training exhibited a 25% improvement in EI scores on the Emotional Quotient Inventory, EQI. The spotlight effect and metacognitive awareness. Finally, the spotlight effect ties closely with metacognition, the awareness of one's thought processes. Overestimation of others' attention to us stems from an anchoring bias in self-referential processing. The posterior medial prefrontal cortex, PMPFC, plays a crucial role here. Interventions aimed at increasing metacognitive awareness can reduce the spotlight effect. A 2020 study employing mindfulness meditation techniques found a 30% decrease in participants' estimates of how much others notice their actions. As we conclude this exploration, we've traversed the depths of psychological science, uncovering how advanced concepts manifest in everyday phenomena. From the neurochemical foundations of the placebo effect to the economic implications of social conformity, each fact underscores the complex interplay between mind, brain, and behavior. For professionals in the field, these insights not only expand our knowledge, but also inform practical applications, be it in clinical settings, organizational structures, or technological innovations. The marriage of psychology with neuroscience, technology, and cultural studies heralds a new era of interdisciplinary research and application. I encourage you to contemplate how these advanced topics influence your work or research. Share your perspectives, experiences, or any recent findings in the comments below. If this deep dive resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more high-level discussions on psychology's frontiers.